I don't know about you, but I know that there's been times in my life where I've been stuck. And it's because, maybe someone said something to me or did something towards me that made me feel a certain particular way about myself. Or someone says something to me that made me feel a particular way about myself, right? And I just think about this. Instead of harboring over what my mama, daddy, ex-boyfriend, ex-husband, friend of the past said about me or how they treated me, what about how God has treated me? What about how God has delivered me? How God brought me out? How God has provided for me over and over and over again? What about what his word says about me? I'm more than a conqueror. I'm the head and not the tail. I'm above and not beneath. I was fearfully and wonderfully made. Why don't we hold on to that dialogue versus that other dialogue? You see what I'm saying? Because we can always choose. I can choose to have confidence in who God said I am, or I can listen to other voices of people who are no greater than me. They bleed just like I bleed. So why am I choosing? Because God gives us a choice. That's what freedom of choice is all about. Choose ye this day which voice you're going to listen to. Who you will serve also means what voice are you listening to? Because I told you who you was. That's what God said. So any other voice that is opposite of who I told you were, that's not my voice. That's why he says my sheep will know my voice. So when a stranger is telling you that you ain't ish, that you can't accomplish nothing, that you'll always be single, that you're getting older so you can't have kids, did God make you that promise? So if God didn't tell you that, who's telling you that, and why are you listening to that voice? Don't you know better? And if you don't, here's a reminder, right? No one can make you, because I want to correct myself. I said, at the beginning that people have said and done things that have made me feel a certain type of way. I chose to listen to those voices over the voice of God. I'm not doing that anymore in 2022. I hope you don't either. Know who you are. Just like someone has the nerve to tell you what you won't have and won't be, have the audacity to boast in oneself and say, yes, I will have X, Y, and Z or be whatever. I know who I am. You see what I'm saying? Because when you don't know who you are, that's how people tell you. They tell you when they criticize and dictate you. And that's why his sheep will know his voice, because they will say, I can do all things through Christ. What you talking about? I got the confidence of God with me. God is my provider, not you. You ain't never provided nothing just because you were a vessel that God used to provide me these things. That's all you was. Don't get it twisted. You was just the vessel. God is the source.